How would it go? Would we need music? Would it be a cappella?
I don't know. That's a great question. We
Our
have
own
to have
theme?
some mad guitar riffs.
Oh yeah, I've been working on it. I got the old gold top over there, so
All right.
I've definitely been working on that. Yeah, we do need a theme song. Call in, folks. Give us some suggestions. Oh shit! I'm already getting some hits. I gotta quit filming now. So, anyways, we're back for another one. You guys are gonna get to watch me and Steve drink just an astronomical amount of beer in 1 hour flat.
It is an unhealthy amount.
I think we haven't done 6 pints apiece in an hour yet, but we do have some aspirations.
Drinking pints and starting fights. How about that?
Yes, drinking beers and fighting
Deer?
deers. Deers, guys. I wouldn't drop a slur on this show. This is a family show, okay? This is
I don't think that's accurate.
Get your kids, gather them in, get it. Turn on YouTube on the big TV. They know how to turn it on.
Actually, I'll watch on separate computers just so we can.
Yeah, actually, we need the views, guys.
Yes, would help.
All the COVID jokes are really
Flu shot jokes. I keep telling you.
they really made our ratings take a nosedive, folks. At least I'm pretty sure that's what's causing it.
Don't forget the hot takes.
Oh yeah, and our very hot takes, trash talking the Chili Peppers. I'm sure we're the first white dudes in history that have done that.
Anyway.
Hell yeah. So yeah, you guys are going to get to watch us drink a whole bunch of beer. I got fucking 4 of them here. And I'm going to give you guys a promise that this pod ain't going to be over until these beers are gone. Steve's got a 6er down there. I'm not going to make the same promise for him because he still needs to get it home.
Yeah, definitely not all 6.
Yeah, definitely not. Maybe 5 though. So anyways, cheers buddy. Happy to see you again.
Yes, sir. Good to see you again.
Let me go ahead and drop a hot one on you right now.
Uh-oh.
Went and got some Chipotle.
Mm-hmm.
Right before we met up. I'm going to have some fucking dangerous farts coming here soon, too. This next hour. I hope you brought your COVID mask.
Knock it off.
So I go to Chipotle, the one on East Main Street,
Mm-hmm.
and so the dude working either has Tourette's, he has something. So there's something wrong with him. So I'm not trying to like make fun of him or anything, but the motherfucker makes the worst goddamn burrito for me every fucking time. He can't roll it for shit. I watched him drop like 4 cubes of my steak off the burrito onto the floor as he was trying to roll it.
That's why you hire teenage stoners. They know how to roll a burrito for
Dude.
sure.
Hell yeah. Well, all those stoners at Taco Bell can't fucking roll for shit, but...
Oh, that's a good point.
So yeah, so this guy, he slops everything on there, and then while I'm watching him mess it up, he like looks me right in the face, and is like, I don't know if he's like trying to challenge me, like, or if he's just like, hey, you gonna let this slide? Because it was a mess, dude. I mean, this thing, he rolled it up, and I'm the type that likes to eat a burrito on the road, you know, in case I don't like it, I can just throw it at somebody. It's an excellent weapon.
It's green too. It's biodegradable,
It's,
right?
oh yeah, somebody's gonna eat it. So yeah, and it's not the first time it's happened with this kid though. It's like the 3rd time I've went in there. Every other time I have a delicious burrito. When I get this guy, like one bite was literally just all black beans, and I know that happens sometimes with Chipotle. I think this kid's sabotaging my burritos.
Possibly. This might be a hot take. I think Chipotle's overrated. I'm sorry. You're overpaying for about $2 worth of food.
I know. I know it, man.
But when you got to itch,
it's the preparation. You know, Daddy's trying to get his weight up, and it's it's already made for you. I don't do the bells and whistles. You know, I just get the straight up burrito, so it's $10 usually, which is a little steep, but
you're normally a hothead guy anyway, right?
oh, I'm a hothead guy all the way.
But we don't have one of those
Nope.
yet, so.
Nope. And I asked the lady at the Hothead in Canal. The manager's always in there, and I'm a fucking regular there. Those motherfuckers know me, dude.
They don't slop your burrito.
Oh, dude, they take care of my burrito. They fucking kiss it on the lips before they send it over to me.
That's nice.
But the lady that owns it's always in there, always chatting my ear off. And I was like, what have you ever thought about, packing up shop, moving on down to Lancaster? She said all the workers in Lancaster are too shitty. And I was like, wow, you have a fucking valid point.
There's no argument to be had.
Yeah, so that was literally her only reason. She was like, I'm sure I'd get plenty of business, but there's just no good workers in Lancaster.
You can hire them for about a week, as you know.
Yep. Yeah, so our hopes of a hothead burrito aren't coming from Columbus. We're gonna have to get it from down south.
Where did I see they wanted a franchise one? I was just
here in Lancaster. They got a sign
I saw
on
that out on
in between.
33.
Yeah, in between Logan and Lancaster.
I think do they want one in Zanesville too? I don't remember where I was, but I saw that sign. But yeah,
I haven't been out to Zanesville for a minute. I haven't had a reason.
Yeah,
that place is.
We have indoor soccer there on Saturdays, and
every Saturday you make a trip there,
it's
huh?
a boring drive.
Oof. It is. That drive fucking sucks.
They have a sweet video game shop out there we go to every once in a while, though.
All right. So you got a little treat
yeah.
to reel you in when you go out there.
Yep.
Hey guys, sorry my voice sounds a little fucked up. I have one clogged nostril.
I haven't even noticed.
All right. Well, it's killing me. As a man, for whatever reason, when I get sick, I'm like, all right, I'm probably 3 days away from death.
You compare it to a woman's pregnancy, probably?
Way worse. Way worse. I mean, my nostril's been clogged for 3 days now, and I'm pretty sure it's either cancer or old Sean Boy's days are limited, folks. So, this might be the last, or maybe it's COVID or the flu, and this might be the last time you see me or old Steve Boy over here.
Oh, I'll do a tribute show for you if it is.
Oh, hell yeah. That'd be awesome. My tribute show would be fucking sweet.
Who would we have on?
Fed Up.
Yep.
We'd have them playing some fucking music.
We'd have to tout Daisy out there.
Yeah, it'd actually probably be pretty fucking boring, wouldn't it? I haven't really done too much.
Oh. What else is going on?
I don't know, I got a whole lot written down here, buddy. Let me take a peep. You ever have a clubhouse as a kid?
Oh. I don't remember. I remember playing in the woods with my brothers a lot, but not... I don't remember having...
So the woods was just your clubhouse. That's where... What all used to go down?
We had a cave. We had a cave on my grandma's property. It was pretty cool.
Hell yeah. What all used to go down in that cave?
Normal stuff. Normal camping. We were tough in it.
Oh, okay. You guys went out there and toughed it. Sneaking out any nudie mags or anything out there?
No, nothing that crazy.
Oh, wow.
We were pretty boring.
You guys just went out there and just were men of the land.
Yep. That was about it. Those days are long gone. I only glamp now. I'm a big baby.
We had a clubhouse when we were a kid. It was like a legitimate house that was built right off the side of our house. It was just a little, I don't know, maybe 6x6, 7x7 little clubhouse. And we had everything stashed in there. I mean, we had the thing probably until I was 10 or 11. And I mean, that was where we first caught shit on fire. That was like where all of our dirty magazines went. We had a little hidden compartment in there. Damn. I mean, we did everything in there, dude.
I can smell it from here.
Oh, it had a very particular smell to it.
Sure. Like dirty feet and bleach.
Yes. And mold, because it was just kind of a wide open clubhouse that just got rained in all the time.
One towel. It probably wasn't very soft.
It was. It held its own shape. I can still remember the shape of that towel.
So yeah, that's a good memory.
Hell yeah!
You and your brother, or all your boys and everything.
It was me and my brother and the neighbor kid Jeremy. It was us three always just getting into shenanigans in there. And I was the youngest brother, so I was just kind of the tag along, and they were always up to no good.
We'd call you a nuisance.
Yeah, I was a nuisance. Yep. I'd usually get fucking punched in the eye. If I did anything more than just stand quietly in the back, I'd get... And even then I'd get punched if I just was standing there like too much of a weirdo. It's like, hey, quit looking so fucking weird back here.
That's funny.
Yeah, we used to fucking love that thing, man. So listen to so I went to the Moose last night.
Mm-hmm.
Did some private club drinking with the old timers. I got Dad out there, got a couple of the coworkers out there. Ended up drinking probably 12 beers while I was there, man. Those cheap beers fucking...
I was going to say, it probably cost you $7.80.
Yeah, I probably spent about $20. I always tip the lady really well in there. She's a very nice bartender, and I always make sure I pay. She usually gets more than the beers are worth. Just because she's so goddamn kind. So we go in there, and my dad starts telling me about my Uncle Pat.
Mm-hmm.
When he was in high school, he was the bug eater. He was notoriously known as the bug eater. And I've never had a friend that was a bug eater.
I don't think so either.
He said if a fly was coming by, he'd smack it and he'd pick it up by the wings. And he'd be like, you guys dare me to? He'd fucking drop it right on his tongue. He used to love grossing everybody out.
Oh, that is messed up. I did have a friend in high school who'd do that also, but his always was he would throw up on his tray and people would just throw down money to watch him eat his puke.
Oh no!
Yeah, that was a disturbing one. Even
did you watch him do it?
a couple of times, yeah.
Oh,
it was foul.
There was always that one kid that would take any dare. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I wasn't that guy.
No.
I know my brother's done a lot of reckless nonsense like that. He would take
He'd take the dare on anything, huh?
Yeah, he was out there. Still is.
Oh yeah, I love Shawnee.
He's
Boy,
a daddy
though.
now.
Yeah, we'll have him on here, folks. Don't worry.
Yep.
He's going to be a good-looking addition to the daddies when we can finally...
He's going to make us look so young.
When we can finally coerce him in. Get in here.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dad also said that he used to wear a underwear headband around his head that said the Mad Stork on it. And this was like in high school.
Old Jim's a trip.
Fucking weird uncles, man. You know, I think we all have one. And I ain't bad talking Uncle Pat at all either. He was just a man ahead of his time.
Yeah. He'd be Tom Green before Tom Green.
Yep. Oh yeah, he was outrageous.
So did you watch any football last week?
Yeah, I did. I watched all the games. They were pretty fucking boring, dude.
Yeah. So, did you happen to see this Chick-fil-A commercial?
I didn't.
All right, there's a Chick-fil-A commercial, and they aired it a few times. So, and the lady says she goes through the drive-thru every day, and she orders her sweet tea with a splash of lemonade.
Okay.
And the lady's like, "Oh yeah," so she would write personalized notes on it. And it got me thinking, she probably should have wrote to her, "Hey lady, you might want to slow down or you're going to get diabetes."
Yeah,
That's a lot of freaking sweet tea. Yeah. I was like, every day? Jesus.
Except for Sunday.
Oh yeah, because funny story about
the Lord's Day.
Funny story about that.
Hit me with it.
They have a Chick-fil-A at the Atlanta Falcons Stadium. Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Anybody see a problem with that?
I wonder if they're open on Sunday.
They're definitely not.
They're not?
They only sell like if they have a Thursday night game or a Monday night game. Why would you even have a Chick-fil-A at that stadium?
That is ridiculous, dude. Jeez.
I know it's hometown and everything, but that's a bit ridiculous.
Now, what city was this in?
Atlanta.
Oh, yeah. Well, down south, you got to sneak in fried chicken pretty much wherever you fucking can. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I'm more of a Church's guy anyway. So.
Oh, yeah. Church's is the best chicken. And you're only going to find that in the deepest parts of the hood.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. They'll be just as startled to see you. They will.
Just don't go in the gas stations around there, guys. You'll be fine. You know, that out of all of the delivering I've done in Columbus over damn near 7 years now, the only time I have ever felt unsafe is when I go in a sketchy gas station.
Oh, or any speedways around that area.
I'm
horrified. Constantly doing these.
I feel safer in the speedways than I do in like the little Indian Ranch shack that has like plywood all over, all the bootleg DVDs up front, and They got literally these. I'm not lying, folks. These places in Columbus, these gas stations, they'll have like just boxes of bootleg DVDs for just $2-3 a piece. And they'll
bootleg vitamins for I don't know whatever you got a problem for. They got a stack of vitamins for it.
You might be able to buy illegal drugs, and they're disguised as vitamins.
Yeah, they might be.
I haven't had the courage. I've had the courage to take a lot of drugs from strangers. I have never in my life had the desire to take one of those pills from those Indian guys.
I take the caffeine pills from those places a time or two.
Oh Jesus!
They will get your heart pumping.
Yeah, they got the pipes. They got a whole bunch of pipes. I mean, I've seen it. Sometimes they'll just have clothing in there too. They'll just have a couple racks of clothing.
What is it? The Las Vegas Riders jerseys.
Yeah,
It's just something's just off about it.
Oh yeah. There's always just if you look at it long enough, you're gonna find out what's fucking wrong with it.
The Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, the Cleveland Browns. Huh.
Oh, he keeps coming up. Cleveland Browns.
Oh yeah, Cleveland. I have an excellent Cleveland, folks. All right, here's another one for you.
Mm-hmm.
People graphically oversharing details about their health. You know anybody that does that?
Yeah, I do.
How does it make you feel?
Super uncomfortable. Like, I see you for like 2 hours a day. I shouldn't know.
They trap you. They make sure you hear it all, too.
And you know what? In your line of work, I bet you hear it more than I do, and I shouldn't hear some of the stuff I hear.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what made me bring it up was just the horror stories. I had a lady one time, she told me she was going in deep details, deep dive about her diarrhea issues. And then proceeds to tell me that her daughter took her out to the Olive Garden. Said she made it to the bathroom and then shit everywhere in there. And she's like 80 years old. She was like, well, I can't clean that up. There was no way I could have done that, so I just had to leave it. Just went right back out and just started eating dinner like it was nothing, dude.
I bet. Well, she had to make room for her chicken parm.
Yeah, she sounds like she made plenty of room for the fucking chicken parm and the never-ending salad.
Some poor busboy's got to clean up that monstrosity.
Oh, dude, you couldn't pay me enough.
No, that'd be my day. I'd walk out. It's like, nah.
I had that happen at Kroger one time when I was a bagger. The fucking one of the ladies up there that worked behind the fucking desk was like, hey, you need to clean the women's bathroom. And I swear to God, there was like a turd that was like 2 feet long in there. That there was no way it was flushing, no way it was going down. I was like, hey, I'm not doing that. They're like, you have to. I was like, the fuck I do? I'm not doing that.
Did you work there when the dude was smearing shit on the walls?
Ooh, I don't know about the shit smear.
That might have been the first time I worked, like the late 90s. And there was a dude, and they finally caught him. But like every night he'd come in and take his shit and smear it all over the walls.
And he worked there?
No, he came in from outside.
Oh, he just came and
he did it for like 2 weeks straight. And they finally caught him.
Put some cave drawings with his own fucking sauce up there.
I'm sure he was very mentally stable. That sounds.
Well, who actually is mentally stable though? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you really get to know anybody enough, you find out that
everybody's
usually
off in their own way.
Yeah, everybody's always kind of putting on a little bit of a front. You know, you really get to know somebody, and you're like, hey. Maybe you shouldn't be doing some of the things you're doing. Maybe you shouldn't be drinking 4 beers on a 1-hour podcast and talking about everybody you know.
Whatever that means.
Or something like that.
We're just covering up our feelings.
We are. We're covering up our hurt feelings, guys. Me and Steve have been through a lot. This might just turn into a crying pod. Maybe we'll have to do that sometime. Just get like a good cry going. Get everybody in on it. Everybody just be watching, looking for laughs. They'll be like, I don't know, man. I'm getting kind of sad over here.
Why did his dad leave him? But yeah, it might be. It'll just be our group therapy.
It is. Yeah, this is our group therapy, guys. We're all in this together. I hope you guys are cracking open some beers and chugging them along with us. I'll fucking drink to that one. But yeah, the graphic oversharing, the lady with the blowout at Olive Garden, wasn't even the one that had triggered me. But just in general, like they'll use all of the medical terms on it as well
to make it
you
okay.
know, my colitis and diverticulitis and is inflaming my anus, and I have to use these specialized wipes that I have to shove up my asshole. And
he gloved up his digits and put them up my sphincter. Yes.
Yeah, they make sure you literally get to picture everything as it's going on.
Yeah, this is awkward.
And then this rash on my taint, it turned green, and now I just have a hole in my taint. You know, just disgusting things.
All right, this one will be the best one. I was delivering, and this lady, something falls out of her.
Oh!
Literally picks it up, rinses it off, and puts it back in.
Ah!
I don't know what fell out of her, but it was super insane. I was like, what? What just happened?
Oh boy, like just blew.
Yeah, the guy who was training me, he says, "Oh yeah, that happens. That happens quite regularly. Something about her mesh broke or something." I'm like, "That's not normal."
That leaves even more questions than answers.
Yeah. She was a sweet old lady, but that one scarred me for the rest of my life.
I had a lady one time that I was following her down the hallway to her apartment. I went looking for her. She was in a building, and as I'm following her down the hallway, her poopy diaper falls off, and instead of picking it up, she just soccer ball kicks it all the way down. And dude, swear to God, kicks it like the length of my whole house. I mean, it was 3 apartment doors down. She's just fucking kicking this poopy diaper, and it for real turned my stomach, dude. I was so sick to my stomach afterwards. Just from the sight of it, the smell of it. And I mean, this motherfucking diaper hadn't been changed for it probably weighed fucking 5 pounds, dude.
It's like she loaded up on pimento cheese and spinach.
Oh, dude.
Oh, that was an overshare. My apologies.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's what happens when oversharing happens. You get a disgusting image. I hope you guys are really enjoying this one. Maybe.
What the fuck is pimento cheese? That's one of the grossest foods ever, and old people just love it.
They do. They'll eat I'll eat some cottage cheese.
Oh yeah, cottage cheese is great.
Yeah, that's
Love me some chips and cottage cheese. That's my chip dip.
Oh really? Mm-hmm. Oh fuck yeah! Will you add a little bit of
cheat?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No doubt. Do you put anything in it with it, or just chips and cottage cheese?
No, you get yourself some salt and pepper kettle chips.
Let the chips do the flavor for you.
That's a snack. That's a king snack.
That's a fucking daddy hack right there for you guys.
I'm pretty sure that snack got invented high. I'm pretty sure that did.
Well, as it should have. Mm-hmm. It deserves it.
And I'm pretty sure that's how the Take 5 was invented also. The Take 5's a delicious candy bar.
Yeah, Take 5s are really fucking good, man. I'll take 5 of them.
Oh, speaking of, you want to hear my daughter's dad joke? You want to hear this one?
Oh, yeah, let's hear it.
All right. What did one snowman say to the other?
I don't know what.
You smell carrots? She got me. She got me good.
Damn.
Yeah.
The old dad jokes. I wonder who comes up with these things.
Do you think because they tell them at school, and I have a hard time not rolling my eyes at these.
I know some of them just hurt. Some of them literally just bend me over sideways.
Also, why is it called dad jokes? We're way funnier than that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're much
kind
more
of offensive to dads, if you ask me. We're
you know what that is?
Stuttering, clamoring idiots.
Yeah, we're more than that. We're more than just a couple bozos, a couple beer drinking bozos.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's probably is funny to my kids when I fall down the steps, but
we're
not always that.
We're put on the same level as bimbos, dude. Dads and bimbos, I feel like, are on the same level.
Yeah, we are that same spot in every 90s movie.
Yeah.
Dinkbags.
Yeah, where they're just the fucking dummy. We ain't gonna be your guys' fucking dummy no more.
Where does the butter knife go?
Oh, I got the...
Sorry.
Oh man. Well, what was we talking about? Oh yeah, dads. Yeah. we're more than just that. And quit calling them dad jokes because it's offensive. Which also, speaking of offended, I'm offended that I'm always getting stereotyped as just a white dude. There are so many fucking types of white people.
Yeah. Why is the ginger stereotype okay to make fun of? Well, it's kind of hurtful too.
I was gonna say the very first type of white person I was gonna bring up was gingers.
We have feelings, motherfuckers. We are not all soulless. Maybe Steve, a little dead inside, but not right.
Soulless. Don't let Steve talk to you about soul. He's never even stepped foot in a church before. He knows nothing about having a soul.
Girl, I got soul.
I heard that, sister.
I got Rick Astley soul.
Hey, why don't you guys go ahead and look up who Rick Astley is, by the way?
Oh, I'm sorry. For the young people, Rick Astley was popular in the 80s.
He's never going to give you up.
Nope, and he'll never goddamn let you down. But some things he will do. I forget the rest of the song.
I know, we won't rickroll you guys, we promise.
I did see a funny rendition of that he did with the Foo Fighters. Have you ever seen it?
No, I bet that's actually pretty good.
It's hilarious. They were on some tour together, and he comes out and does Never Gonna Give You Up with the Foo Fighters. It's pretty amusing.
I'll have to check that out.
Yep. So... what's next on the agenda, Dad?
Well, I'm fixated on the white people thing.
Oh yes, sorry.
The types of white people. I'm tired of just being a white dude. You know what I mean? I feel like I need to be more. Everybody else gets so everybody right now is all into this. I want my pronouns, this, that, and white men were getting left out. And I know a lot of people are complain about it and
we did have a good run. We
had a fucking fantastic run, especially my great-great-grandparents. But...
what? And where does the stereotype come from? That we all smell like wet dogs? Because it's not true either. It's not a true thing. Whatever.
But yeah, there's plenty of types of white people. And I want to get more... specific. I want to have my own category just like everybody else does.
What would you be?
I don't know. I'm just a white dude.
I think with the boots and the motors, I think you're an urban cowboy.
I guess I am a
suburban cowboy.
I'm a suburban cowboy, yeah.
That might be it.
Huh. Well, what would you consider yourself besides a ginger? Or is that all you've ever really... Have you leaped over that boundary?
No, I don't know. I don't really care. Country music's okay, but it's not my jam. I don't...
You're one of those white guys, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, we're going to talk this out.
I like my hip-hop music and such, so it's...
so
my jam.
Have you ever been called a wigger?
No.
Okay.
Do you see how I dress?
I know. I wouldn't... It's never came to my mind. Yeah, hey, I'm just asking the questions here, all right?
Yes, okay. So what is this? Are You Trash podcast?
We're gonna find out exactly how much of a piece of shit me and Steve are today, guys. Stick around.
This might be a 2-hour episode.
I said I ain't leaving until all these beers are done. Right. I've been so busy blabbing, I've drank one and a sip out of this.
Yeah. I never thought about that we don't really get a category, but I think we've had that category for a while, and that's just it.
So you call somebody Asian? They're like, no, I'm Japanese. I'm Chinese. I can't even say I'm American. You know what I mean? Because American, you can be a black American, a white. I can't just say like, am I just an American white man? Because, even that, like an American white man could even be a fucking immigrant that came from Italy. I feel like Italians and white people definitely aren't the same, cut from the same cloth.
No, definitely not.
You know what I mean?
I did have an older lady at work, and she used several, I don't even call them slurs. I would say they're things you just don't say anymore. One of them was, she said, Oriental people? And I was like...
oh, yeah.
What was the other one?
I don't think
she said a few of those, and I was just like, what? I don't think you're supposed to say that anymore.
Ornamental is what they like to be called now.
Really?
Yep. No, I'm lying.
somebody had been really pissed at me if I said that.
I know. Hey, you one of them ornamentals?
You know what? I think she might have said colored, and I was like, "What?
Yeah.
What year is this?"
Yeah, I don't think colored is a term that's really used anymore.
Is this
I'll
the
hear
80s?
I'll hear some old folks say it. You know what I think is a cool thing is I deliver to all these old folks. Most of them are all black folks who lived before segregation was even like, like they lived while things were still segregated. They've never treated me like they've never just been like, "Yo, here comes the fucking white man again."
Yeah.
They all fucking are just like, we're all just super cool with each other. Like, and sometimes I'm just like, man, it's hard to think that like 60 years ago, like they wouldn't even like talk to a white dude. You know what I mean? Like they get in trouble for it. Like, I don't know. It's just crazy.
My kid was learning about this stuff in school this week, and I was.
It's hard to explain to your kids, isn't it?
And he was learning some of the glossed over stuff, and like he'd heard about lynchings, and then he didn't hear any of the stuff about the hate groups and all that, and I'm like, oh dude, buckle up because it gets way worse. Like,
yeah. I remember when Bentley started learning about it, learned about Martin Luther King and everything. And it was hard to even I've never taught my kids to treat anybody different.
Yeah, of course.
So telling him like, oh yeah, they did this just because these people were black. Like it felt bad even coming out of my mouth. You know what I mean? Like because he didn't even understand it at all. And I was like, well, if you don't even understand it, why the fuck should I explain it? But I was just like, like just because people were black, they would just go and fucking beat them up and do whatever the fuck they wanted. You know what I mean? Like, and it was hard. As a kid learning it, you're just like, I don't care. I'm not that. You know what I mean? Like,
Actually, my best friend went through a lot of this stuff. He was one of like 3 black kids in our school, and you're just like, I was like, really? Yeah, really. He lets it roll off his skin. It's just what he did. So,
yeah, it's
horrifying.
It is. It really is. Yeah, explaining it.
It starts with a 2, and people still say awful things. Like,
I just said the N-word 3 times yesterday, dude.
See what I mean?
God damn, when am I gonna learn? No, I didn't say the N-word. I said outward, guys. Did it? Dad joke for you. Clip it.
That's awful. Just awful.
I wrote that joke 6 years ago. It just popped up on my Facebook memories the other day. It said, what's the big deal about saying the N-word? I'll say the N-word and outward all I want. And I was like, damn, I fucking had it then and I still got it now.
Did I send you the one? It was in my memories. I said I used to go like every day on Facebook. I would make a post, but it would just be me in a Saved by the Bell episode, like every one of those scenarios I would do, and I must have did for like 12 straight days before people were so annoyed. I'm like, yeah, me and Screech and Slater,
Steve by the Bell.
we're gonna see how we can rig the Glee Club competition. Hopefully Screech doesn't screw it up. Stuff like that every day. Yeah, I was an annoying nuisance.
Yeah, I bet everybody enjoyed it.
It was more for.
And this was in your 30s, huh?
Yeah.
All of my jokes are all for just myself. I mean, even the stand-up is for me. All my joke videos are for me. Everything, the podcast, this is for me, dude.
Are we allowed to say that word? The joke I told you earlier? Is that a...
Say it, yeah. Steve had a good one today, folks.
This joke is, my first marriage was like Forrest Gump. I was retarded and she was a whore. So I didn't know if I was allowed to say that anymore. So.
Oh, we're allowed to say it. We're allowed to say retard. I think we're allowed to say cunt. We're allowed to say, I think we can even say fag on here. I don't know. Maybe we might have to bleep that one out.
It's just a cigarette, a British cigarette.
Oh, yeah. I guess if we are talking about cigarettes, then you're allowed to smoke a fag.
All right.
I don't think you're allowed to say the OT at the end.
Huh.
I think, but yeah, you can smoke a fag all you want.
Makes sense.
What words are we not allowed to say? Should we just try to go through a list of words here? And that's probably these waters.
Until we're more well established, so we can get canceled.
These waters are getting a little muddy here, folks. I think we're gonna try to talk about.
Let's veer off course and.
All right, so types of white people. We still haven't figured you out yet. We've got to put our fucking finger on you. I'm a suburban cowboy.
God. I don't know.
I mean, maybe just a white dad is all you are. You know,
probably right. Coach soccer, wash dishes.
Oh,
I don't change my own oil. I'm pretty basic.
You don't even change your own oil, huh?
No.
I gotta teach you how to do that. Do you know how to do it?
Yeah, I just don't.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I should. Maybe you
Yeah,
should.
I always change your oil, man. Yeah,
How
I
much
do
does
all
that
the
save
maintenance
you?
on my car.
I know you need to come show me if.
Yeah, I could. That would be a fun daddies. I can show that. That would be behind the paywall, folks. You want to see? We got a lot of exclusive stuff we've been brewing as well.
You want to see these knuckles get busted
Yeah.
up?
Yeah, maybe you know what we had the skit idea. So we have an idea to do a skit of trying to fix a car
Yes.
according to the YouTube videos. Because if you guys have ever fixed a car and watched YouTube first, it never goes according to plan. You're fucking every single one of your knuckles is busted.
This dude knocks it out in 2.5 minutes. And you will be swearing at your car for 2+ hours.
Oh,
for sure.
easily. Each minute in a video translates to 1 full hour.
Oh, God.
They should let you know
so
that.
Fucking easy.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, they do. They have the gloves on. They have the nice clean shirt. I'm done. I'm covered in shit. I fucking have just been cranking on a fucking bolt, just having rust flakes like.
Nowhere in the video did they tell you that's a reverse thread.
Yeah.
Stripped the whole
Yeah.
fucking thing. Yes.
So yeah, that would be a fun one. So that was a skit that we've been talking about doing, but maybe we could actually just do it, the YouTube video, and then just record Steve trying to do it, and me laughing at him the whole time.
Yeah, I've been there.
And I'll come in and rescue you. I can do a lot of things on a car.
All right. You know what I learned about
Never had sex with one, no.
Might burn your dick on the tailpipe.
Well, burnt my dick on a couple tailpipes, folks. Gonorrhea.
No, I found out on the Equinox this week because I was going to jump my one car.
So
I pulled it over, and on the Equinox, on the top of the battery, they have this switch box of some sorts. You got to take this whole fucking thing apart to eat. It's like,
yeah,
who
Keisha's
designed this shit?
Keisha's parents have a big Chevy truck that was the exact same way. To get to the battery, there's this fucking looks like a DJ booth on top of it.
It does.
You know, you got the fucking knobs, you got a couple turntables. Yeah. And it was a pain in the ass because they had the same thing. They had to switch the battery. And I think the dealership was going to charge them like a fortune to do it. Because they're like, oh, this is like an 8+ hour job. You got to take out part of the radiator. You got to take this off. You got to take that off. I said, bring it over here. Let old Smallin see what he can do. I fucking cranked that fucking job out. It was a pain in the ass, though. And of course, started with a YouTube video. I was like, well, let me just watch the YouTube video. And then, of course, they didn't have one for their engine size. So it was a whole completely different setup, but still kind of same concept a little bit. So eventually, if you're working on a car, folks, you just start taking shit off. You just take pictures, remember the best you can. You just start pulling shit out of there. That's literally all you got to do until
that horrifies me. That scares the shit out of me.
It's scary. You know, when you've got half your car just laying there and you're like, oh boy,
I'm gonna go to work tomorrow.
Yep. Yeah, when I first got into working on cars, what got me started on it was I had my old Cobalt. I don't know if you remember the old Cobalt. Yeah,
you were always tinkering with that thing.
Oh yeah, I was. Yep, because
like a '70s truck for you.
Well. That's funny. So what got me started was the Cobalt needed a control arm replaced, which the control arm is just a metal piece, and it has usually a bushing in here, and then, you know, maybe it has like a tie rod or something attached to it too. And they said that it needed replaced. Charged me $800 to replace it. And I looked online, the part was like $170. So all the rest was just all this nonsense. They're telling me I've got warranties, I got this, I got that. Still pay like $800. And I was like, I'm never doing that again.
Never again.
So I was scared to work on my own car because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. So I bought an old Ford Ranger for like $1,500. And
Ford fucking Ranger.
Ford fucking Ranger. And I was like, you know what? This is going to be my truck. Whatever goes wrong with it, I'm just gonna fix it. And as soon as I get it, a million things fucking break on it. Had to literally replace everything on it. But that's how I learned how to work on a car after that. I fucking had to just... I just had this old fucking shitty truck I was always fixing everything on. And then by the end of it, I was like, hey, I know my way around a fucking wrench now. And a lot of it's also just having the right tools, too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you gotta have the... You might just be trying to get something off with the wrong tool. And
gotta have one of them...
Speaking of trying to get something off with the wrong tool...
Holy Jesus.
Yeah, oh yeah, you got you got a little bit of everything. So, but it brings me to another point. Number 2 pencil. I don't have a single woodworking tool in my house. If you asked me to build a fucking shelf, it would be flimsier than a house of cards, dude.
My wife has
I can't
all
build
that.
a thing.
She loves that shit.
Does she?
Yes.
Well,
she does all the man work in our house.
If
she was
next time
replacing outlets yesterday.
Oh, holy
Literally
shit.
switching outlets out. I'm like, what the fuck are you...
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm going to call that broad up when I need something fixed around. Can she fix carpet? Well, I got a nice little patch of carpet that needs replaced.
No, that's more of a me job.
Oh, is it? Oh, hell yeah. You'll have to show me how to do it. Like I said, I'm retarded when it... stupid when it comes to... We're going to get kicked off YouTube before we ever get started, dude.
Somewhere on the spectrum. When it comes to carpet. Oh.
But yeah, so I could fix just about anything on a car. I haven't taken apart an engine or I took apart a transmission one time and it was just magic in there. So I just kind of put it all back in there. I was like, I'm not messing with this thing.
I was gonna say, can you do a transmission? That's what I
No,
yeah.
no. But I can take one off a car and put another one on there. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
But yeah, as far as doing like any other thing, like, so because sometimes I feel like a little, you know, what is it? What?
Yes, I know what you're saying.
I feel a little beta when I'm talking.
Demasculated. Is that
yes, demasculated. There we go. I feel a little demasculated when I'm like, oh, I can't fix this in my house, and somebody's like, you can't?
Yes.
You can't do that? Are you serious? And I'm like, well, I
don't feel any of that. I was like, yeah, I was learning to do other things, motherfucker.
Well, yeah, I'm like, I threw all my chips on one thing, you know?
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
I still got plenty of life to learn, though, too.
The ex-wife took her car in to some recall.
Oh, the whore?
Yeah. So, she takes it in for a recall of some sorts.
Uh-huh.
And, apparently the maintenance guy said, hey, we noticed your dome light was out, so we switched that out for you. And they only wanted to charge her $85 to do it.
Oh,
and I drove it back to that place, and I made them take the bulb out. And I said, I'm not paying. How dumb do you have to be? You can't change a light
I don't even use my dome light. I turn that motherfucker off.
Yeah.
Because when you open up your door at nighttime and that thing comes on, dude, that pisses me off.
Plus, you know,
and when you're
moths are all around it.
Moths, right? And when you're trying to do a drug deal, you don't want everybody in the car seeing everything going on.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I have never done a drug deal, guys, in my life.
You're down at Cincy Park trying to tug a dude off, and
dude, we got in trouble for fishing at Cincy Park one time after dark. Did I ever tell you that story?
You were fishing?
Well, we called it fishing. No, it was me, Drake, Ricky, and Tommy. And we were like, let's just go over to Cincy Lake. It was before we were waiting till it got nice and dark, and we were going to go sneak in the pond at Dominion Homes. Mm-hmm. There's a couple ponds in Dominion Homes, folks, that have some fucking giant catfish, bigger than this. I mean, I'm not even exaggerating when I say.
Sounds like a fish story, dude.
Yeah, well, this tail is not as tall as you think it is. I'm telling some truths here.
Gotcha.
So, they might be about this big. So we were like, well, let's go over to Cincy and we'll fish a little bit. So we're there. Cop comes, turns his lights on, because he sees us there. We got like a lantern and stuff and 4 fucking fishing poles. Mm-hmm. And he comes up and was like, you guys aren't allowed here after dark. And we were like, well, we have our fishing license. And I was under the impression you're allowed, as long as you're engaged and hunting or fishing, you're allowed.
I don't think you're allowed to hunt after dark either.
No, you're not allowed to. But fishing, you're allowed to. So I thought if you're engaged in like wildlife activity, if you're engaged in it, because if you go to Hargis, you're allowed. You can go night fishing. You can even bring your boat out, but it says park closes after dark. You know what I mean?
It's true.
So I always thought I was under the assumption like you're not allowed to throw a fucking picnic or something. But if you're fishing, that's within. So the first cop comes. He's like, "Hey, what are you guys catching? Oh, you're cool. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But you're not supposed to be here." And it was like, because this was shortly after somebody died over there. You remember there was a homeless man that got fucking killed over there. He overdosed or something. And they dropped his body.
None of those stories surprised me.
There was, So there was a bod that they had found. So they were ramping up security. Excuse the hell out of me. And another cop comes an hour later on the nose. So they're visiting like once an hour, probably just looping around. Next cop, he's a fucking asshole, dude. He's like, and we've drank like fucking, we've been there for like an hour and a half at this point, so we've already
5 pitchers of beer.
We've drank 20 beers at least between us already at this point. So we're fucking hiding all of our cans real quick, and yeah, he like legit.
I bet everybody kept it together and didn't have any mouthy comments.
No, we didn't get mouthy. We even told him, we were like, another cop just came an hour ago and said we were fine. Mm-hmm. And he like didn't believe us. He was like, I could just take you guys all to jail right now if I wanted to.
Radio it in, dude.
We didn't. I mean, if we got caught with the beers and stuff, obviously if we got mouthy, like it would be like, actually, let me take a look in that cooler there that he's fucking sitting on. You know what I mean?
Well, that's just our bait.
Yeah, so he was just a complete fucking asshole to us. Said he could take us to jail, and we skedaddled after that. And I've never tried fishing there after dark again.
What's a skedaddle look like?
Looks like Seattle, but with a K.
Is that like a jog? A skip?
A skedaddle. I would say a skedaddle is more that oh shit, not quite the I got a shit walk, but just a one step behind the I got a shit walk.
Is it the walk like you would do if your dad was gonna smack you on the ass or something? He's like.
Yeah. That's it. That's exactly
Glad we got to the bottom of this. The crushing topics. What is a skedaddle?
What is a skedaddle?
If it comes up on Jeopardy, I will know.
And this, what is the S? Yeah, I can't even say it.
I have a funny joke about that actually. Last night, not a joke. This actually happened. Me and Allie sit and watch Jeopardy every day.
Uh-huh.
And it's Final Jeopardy, and the question comes on. And the first lady says, her answer is the Nina. And I was like, what a dumb bitch. Why did she just say the Santa Maria? Fucking idiot. Turns out the fucking answer is Santa Maria.
Oh.
Allie's losing her shit. She's laughing. She's like, what the fuck? So yeah, who knew?
Now you're
making fun of this dumb bitch, and she was right. Yeah, that's old guy thing. I watch Jeopardy, so.
No, I every time I watch it, I don't understand what the fuck's going on. You know what I mean? I don't even understand the answering with a question. I've never even made it past that. I'm like, what is this? And they're like, wrong answer. And I'm like, no, that's not an answer. That's a question. I'm asking, what is this? Like, no, I just said that's the wrong answer again. So.
It's not for everyone.
It's not for everybody.
You might want to stick to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire or one of those.
I used to love me some Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, especially when they got the cunt on there. You remember that? Or no, what show was that with the cunt?
Yes.
She was red-haired. She was always real nasty with everybody.
Yeah,
you are the weakest link.
The weakest link.
Goodbye.
You just nailed it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. She would stand there like a fucking... Mm-hmm. And that show was on when I was like 12 or 13 and something...
She was all smug as shit.
Oh, it was hot though. 13-year-old me, I was just like, I want you to call me the weakest link. Fucking spit in my face and call me the weakest link, lady.
I knew you were into some weird shit, but it's coming out.
Well, weakest link. Just don't say that around me, folks. And got a theory for you that I've been working on.
All right.
It's called the longest pube theory. And I think this is... now, follow me on this.
Uh-huh.
You ever go in a bathroom, men's bathroom, there is always a goddamn huge pube. Never a little, nothing. These are always untrimmed, folks. You can see the split ends on it. You can tell this thing's been around for fucking years.
Yeah.
Now, I think I figured out why I always see it. Mm-hmm. I don't think these things are just... These are like fucking redwood trees, dude. These have to be anchored. I think there's a dude, the alpha male. Uh-huh. And I don't think I've ever known it because I've never been an alpha male. Mm-hmm. I'm still beta. I'll be alpha someday. I'll be plucking my pubes. So I think the alpha, just to mark his territory, shapoink, plucks that boy off, throws it on the toilet. That's how you know that you're not in charge.
I think this theory has some flaws in it, but I think it's probably more likely they get ripped off in the get in and out process. I'd have a feeling.
Oh, dude, that's gotta be the untaking of the belt, the unbuckling, the pulling down of the elastic.
It's stuck in the elastic, possibly.
I know, they were fucking trying to just keep this untrimmed afro, and they're fucking just ripping out fucking... Yeah, you know, I think you're onto something. I guess it's not an alpha. I've been convinced it's been the alpha male. But maybe the alpha also does have the biggest bush of pubes. You know what I mean?
I don't even want to know anymore.
Well, this is something that bothers me because every time I go in the bathroom... Because I sometimes I'm standing there and I just pluck one randomly. I'm like... you ever do that?
You're marking your territory.
Well, I always make sure it flushes. I don't want these big dogs to know I was doing anything like them, so...
All right.
But, I'll check it. I'll make sure it's nice and thick and puby and fucking... right there.
Yeah, you lost me. You lost me on this one.
Alright, it's a theory, folks. I'm still working this one out.
Jot that down to work on.
Longest pube theory.
Now we got...
Speaking of bathrooms,
experiment phase.
Speaking of bathrooms, here's another one for you.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happened to the toilet seats you used to sit on that would go...
Great question. My grandparents used to have one.
Exactly, mine too.
I wonder if... I doubt they still make them.
Because there was always two reassuring... There was the one when you had to shit... And then there was also the one where you were sitting down and getting a talking to with the lid closed and you're sitting on it. Both of them made the noise.
Do you remember? Maybe someone in your family had one of these too. They used to make wood ones, so it looked like a wood table, only it was a toilet seat. Is that not beyond fucking disgusting?
Oh wow!
That's
like my cutting board. I know.
Yes, exactly.
Jesus.
Yeah. So nobody in your family had one of these?
No, we never had the wooden.
Oh, yeah, that was a strange one, too.
No, like I said, my Grammy had the and we always just had the classic.
Maybe it just was an old person thing to have.
Why the fuck is it so loud when you accidentally let the toilet seat fall? That is one of the... That's louder than my sneezes, dude.
No, dude. The best investment we ever made. The one that you just let it down and it slowly closes.
No, it's got hydraulic, like a screen door.
It's something. It just slowly goes down.
No noise, no nothing.
Nope.
Just
never had an
close
issue.
it. It says, "Hey, I'm going to get out of the. I'm going to quietly get out of everybody's way here."
If a regular toilet seat's 20, it might have been 40, but it's worth every fucking dime. Every dime.
Holy smokes! I didn't know they made that, folks.
Daddy game changer.
Yeah, I know. Another dad hack for you, fucking pussies out there.
So,
man, I didn't want to work out today, but I did.
Oh, you're such a champ.
I know. I have the stuffed nostril, and I was hungover. I drank like I said, I drank probably 15 beers last night, which is nothing normal from pretty much any other night.
You had a snow day, so
I didn't have a snow day.
You're off today.
I'm always off on Fridays now.
I know, it's a snow day. It counts.
I got tired. I was working overtime and being broke anyways. Why? I was like, I'm not going to just keep working overtime to be broke. I'm just going to be legitimately broke. And
well, what is this? Like, I've never had more bills paid off and everything. Fucking no extra money.
None.
None at all.
I'm thinking I might have to dive into the beer money here soon.
Shut up. You don't talk like that.
Dude, trust me. I thought about it earlier, and I got this pit in my stomach. I was like, no, there's got to be something else. The kids don't have to eat that much.
You're already wearing Walmart jeans, bro.
I know. I'm Walmart jeans. Cool shirt. This is a shirt from Coolzo. And if you guys are wondering if I'm always wearing the same I have like 7 colors of this shirt.
I meant to ask you if you're always wearing this.
I have like 7. I love these shirts. So I have like 7 colors of them.
I thrift store shop, so
I have
a lot of
this in
shirts.
dark blue, teal, and this blue.
And there's a light blue, I think, too, right?
And and I have a light blue one as well. Yep, I have a greenish blue one, a blue one, a light blue, this blue, and then a dark blue one. Blue. I fucking love these shirts, though.
Blue.
Speaking of blue, I did plenty of cocaine last night.
Oh!
Speaking of blue, no, I don't have anything to go with that.
I do. I have friends. I have friends considerably younger than me, and one time I made up a story about the final Blue's Clues episode.
So what happened in it?
Well, Joe calls Steve at college and says, "You got to get home. This is serious. Blue got into something, and turns out Blue got into the antifreeze in the garage."
Oh, dude, you're terrible.
And the next scene is just the yard sale where they're selling salt and pepper and tickety top.
How dare you? How dare you,
he
sir?
He said the same thing, and I scarred him. So
how dare you? This is a fun podcast.
It was fun. It was my brain thought it was hilarious.
I love it. I think that's great. Actually, I'm just messing with you. I'm not how daring you.
Poor Kyle.
Dude,
he was just like, "What are you doing?"
That is the dark. Yeah. What did you do?
Some days my brain.
I love how dark that is.
Some days my brain just goes there. Sorry.
Well, that's all of my jokes. I try to say something where you're like, all right, this sounds like it's going to be something kind of nice, and then at the end of it, I say something just absolutely horrific. Yeah. That is my favorite way to tell a joke. Is just saying, I'll build it up, like, all right, these are all nice jokes, and then all of them usually end with just a punchline that's funny, makes you think, and also is just horrific.
You know who was really good at that, and you don't expect it from him because he had a disability. He had
Forrest Gump?
He had rheumatoid arthritis, so his fingers were all jacked, and he had some other problems. But his name was Sean Rouse, and he just looks like this quiet little church boy. And then he tells the most fucked up jokes you'll ever hear.
Oh man, I'll have to look him up.
He's since passed, but he was a hilarious dude.
Sean Rouse.
Sean Rouse.
I think the king of dark comedy will always be George Carlin.
Yeah, but he got super like not even dark at the end. It was just like everything had a point, and he had a lot going on.
Yeah, he was just like old man rambling towards the end. But my favorite Carlin bit, dude, I'm sure you know it, is the one where he's breaking down the suicide stats in America, and he's like, so that means in America, every 30 seconds, somebody commits suicide. Whole crowd just gets quiet until they realize they're just waiting. They're counting down until the next. Like, that is what's so fucking funny about it. Is like you'll hear the crowd get quiet, and then they realize they're all waiting for the next suicide. He literally just tricked everybody into just like.
He was leading them.
Because I think comedy is a bit of a trick too. Sometimes I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to get these guys to see why I think that you have to get somebody to see from your angle. You know what I mean? Like, which is a little bit of a trick to get them to see things how you're seeing them. Because if I just walk right in and I'm like, hey, I delivered 500,000 meals to Columbus, but George Floyd didn't. You know what I mean? Everybody's just gonna be like, what's that have to do with anything? You know what I mean? But if I make fun of George Floyd and then I'm like, but I feel like I can do you know what I mean? Like you have to really work to get people to see your point of view sometimes. If you're trying to say something outright, more than just the jokes.
You mean like the people who would say, I'm not racist.
I'm not racist, but
buckle up. But I'm gonna give you some racist pieces of information.
One of my favorites was this white dude that lives in Grove City. I delivered to him and his wife, and they just live in like a suburb, old neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And they had a black guy that moved in. These are white folks. Mm-hmm. Had a black guy move in. Oh, they were not all right with it, dude. And every time he'd start, and I never egg people on too, by the way. I deal with a lot of fucking people that are racist and are fine with, and I never am like, oh yeah, that's a great point of view. I usually Usually I try to make like some sort of joke to make them...
Where would he get a pamphlet on such stuff?
Yeah. Oh, these are completely original thoughts. I can't believe you came to this conclusion all by yourself. So...
Bad drivers, you say?
Asians are bad drivers.
Whoa.
And women. I'll say it. Fuck them. But this isn't about Asians. This is about black people. So this guy moves in, and every time they haven't talked about him for a while. I've delivered this guy for like 5 years now. So this is a story that's long in the past. So he every time he starts bringing him up, his wife would know before he would even get racist. So I could tell just from talking to enough people that he was getting ready to start turning sour. But even before that, his wife would just, now Jerry.
I was gonna say,
now Jerry.
I know that
Jerry. Dude, I've heard her say it probably like 40, 50 times. He would just start to get into ranting, and then he would start wanting to blame specific groups of people. And right before he'd get into it, it would always just, now Jerry.
Sean doesn't want to hear your horrific opinions.
Well, sometimes I would just say something outrageous too. It should just be like, well, you boys are just out of control. You know, I wouldn't say anything racist or anything. I'd just match his level of outrageousness. Yeah. Just to...
Well, what's next? Dogs marrying people? That argument always made me laugh. I was like, somebody said that. Who makes that leap? What's next? Animals marrying people?
Yeah, yeah. We just gonna let everybody marry everybody now?
Yeah, I do.
You know?
Yeah. I want everybody to be. Why not? Really? What really is it affecting?
Who cares?
Literally, like, what is it?
Go out and marry a 12-year-old for all I care, folks.
Well, I actually got a side note. I do not agree with that. I mean, if you're 12, marrying a 12-year-old, possibly. Okay. I'm down. But, I don't know.
No, I agree with you.
Why? It's the sanctity of whatever, of the religion.
The sanctity of...
Literally has nothing to do with that because it's all government ordained now.
Yeah.
It's not even... You have to go to the government to get a piece of paper that says, oh, you're happily married and you get to split your shit. And
yep.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yep, you're half and half now, just like Creamer.
Yeah. Like, I never understood. Just fucking let everybody. Actually, if you want to marry a dog, whatever.
Yeah, marry your fucking dog,
Daisy.
Dude.
I gotta pop the question.
Let me come down here and smell your ass for once. Alright, let me see if I got anything else for you today. Oh yeah, I had one more point. Actually, I had a couple more. First one, golf this year.
Ooh.
How you feeling about it? This nice sunny day brought the golf to mind.
I do want to get back out and golf. I didn't get out enough last year.
Me and Steve are a couple golfing daddies, so be ready to hear some.
Yeah, we should take the mics out with us.
Oh, dude, that'd be fun as fuck.
It would.
I mean, even if we had to film it in segments, I bet we could fucking just mount the phone and the golf cart. Just have it rolling the whole time.
That's where we're our most nonsensicals on the golf course.
Oh, you guys think you've heard some filth so far.
You guys are gonna.
You've heard the R word so far. You heard the C word. So you're gonna hear the A through Z word out there.
Z is the worst.
Oh yeah, you fucking zunts. You fucking ziggers. All right, it's time to cut this. Yeah, I'm super excited for golf this year.
Yeah.
I only made it out twice last year.
I only got to use my new drivers twice last year.
Damn.
Yep. I got... did we go out once?
No, I don't think we went out at all last year.
The last time we went out was with Drake and Chad. That's been 2
years
ago?
2 years ago.
Jesus.
Yeah, because last year... I
think you had a lot going on at the beginning of spring, too. Right?
I don't know,
was that
maybe.
Last year?
Maybe. No, that was a year and a half ago. Yeah. 2 years ago, I fucking lost my pawpaw, my Grammy, and my best friend, man. That was a fucking rough year. And none of it was from COVID either, surprisingly.
Or flu shots?
Thank God. It was from the boosters.
Don't get the flu shots. So yeah,
golf. I'm really excited about. Top Golf is too fucking expensive though. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I've wanted to go back there, but it just costs a goddamn fortune.
If you just want to hit balls, come out. Look, I hit them into the pine trees, right there where they're all. I just hit them in the pine trees and they fall right there, and I go get them. Yeah.
Maybe I'll get a box of those nitro ones or something, because I do need to get out there and just fucking swing away. I need a good day where I do 200-300, where you know when you wake up just sore the next day from swinging. Isn't that crazy too? Like that golf club weighs like 2 pounds, and you're just
It's the
like,
torque you put on your back.
oh
and
yeah,
stuff,
everything in me is, and I can usually one side is sore than the other too.
Yeah. I can't wait. Let's get this shitty weather over with, and
Yeah, we got just a couple more months, and golfing season's going to be upon us
it's
again.
almost my favorite holiday, which means spring's almost here.
St. Patty's?
Groundhog's Day. Which is something in my wife my
Why is that your favorite holiday?
because it's underrated. Nobody appreciates it, and I do. God damn it! It means spring's halfway here. That's why I like it. Okay.
That's it. That's your benchmark. You see Groundhog's Day, you're like, we're fucking halfway through winter now.
I absolutely do.
Love it. Love the logic, dude. I'm excited for it too.
Yeah,
Didn't really care for the movie though. Everybody always talks about Groundhog's Day like it was a great movie.
It's a good movie. It's not a great movie.
It's all right. I've seen it like 3 times, and I don't care to see it ever again.
I love. My favorite one is the lady drops the tray, literally every day. And every time the dude makes the same joke. Just put that anywhere, Flo. Every time. It is so goddamn funny to me.
There's a couple zingers in it that get me going.
Yeah.
All right, I have one more for you too. Tell me about what you think about that. We're about to ready to get religious, folks. So excuse me in advance.
Are we sure?
We're gonna do this. This is.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think God would get a COVID booster? No, I'm kidding. That's not what I was gonna say.
Jesus, I said flu shot. This motherfucker don't listen.
All right, so I have this theory I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
Another theory, like the longest pube theory. See, I've got plenty more theories, guys. I have a book of theories. I just plucked a couple just so we could keep talking today. I got plenty more I'll hit you with though.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think God just quit watching the boring people? Because we're actually trying to be somewhat entertaining. I mean, we're mostly just talking here, but how many people don't even try to be entertaining?
So
Like, how boring would it be? Do you think God really wants to just sit and watch you just do nothing all day?
Yeah, watch you dust.
Yeah, not even that. Some people don't even leave their bed sometimes all day. But you think God is just
He's
I just watched for 15 hours you lay in bed.
Yeah, he's probably like, PBS sucks these days.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, exactly. Turn on something else.
Yeah, I'd rather watch Paula Deen try to kill herself with bacon grease.
I'd actually like to watch that. That sounds pretty cool.
We just watch her show. It's pretty much...
And that's because she's doing something, though.
She is doing something.
And that's why he would rather watch. So you just proved my point.
You're right.
You said I would, exactly.
I think you know my thoughts on this. I don't think I'm watching this at all.
Yeah.
I'm watching this at all.
Well, I believe in multiple gods.
You know, you do realize, everyone at home, I don't know if you realize this or not, he killed everyone on the flipping planet except for Noah and his family.
Yep.
And allegedly 2 animals.
His wrath. It was about his wrath. God's wrath is...
It doesn't.
Hey, listen, I don't believe it either, folks. I am religious, but I'm not going to shove it down because I believe in multiple gods. I believe every star is probably a god. I think our sun is a god. I think our earth is a god because and I think our moon is a god too. I think without the sun, the moon, and the earth, we literally wouldn't exist. So, if anything, those are the 3 things that make sure our life is the way it is. You know what I mean?
God bless.
God bless.
That's
Earth,
right.
Sun bless.
And I don't begrudge anyone for believing what they believe.
Yeah,
Have it. It's all yours.
What do you think happens when you die?
I believe I fertilize the soil, which helps the earth. Therefore, acknowledging your belief that the earth is probably your god.
Yep. Yeah, everybody that lived before us.
I told my kids, I told my kids that when I die, I want to be cremated. And they are supposed to take the ashes to every restaurant they go and put me in the pepper shakers. And if you ever run into any of my kids, ask them. They will tell you that story.
Hell yeah, dude.
Eat me.
I'd seen a joke. It's not my joke, but I had seen that somebody said when they die, they had 2 wishes: to be spread all over Disneyland after they die and not be cremated.
Gross. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where that popped into my head. It just made me laugh so hard when I was telling them that.
Oh, dude,
like,
I love it.
That's gross.
I love it, dude.
Nobody will know.
I fucking love it. I know. You don't ever really fucking taste the pepper anyways. It just makes you sneeze and you see a couple black specks on your fucking food.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, that's all I got. You got anything else for us today?
I don't. I had a rough week. I didn't get to prepare as much as I'd like to.
That's all right, folks.
Lucky we got the gems we got.
Oh, we would never have a shortage of things to run out to talk about. Oh, I still gotta finish this fucking beer. Ooh. Wait, keep talking there for a minute, Steve.
Okay.
Give us some other stuff here.
Well, I don't know what else I had to talk about. A call off lady has still yet to be there. It's the 27th today. Is that right?
Uh-huh.
She's worked 2 days this month.
What about Smooth Fingers? How's she holding up?
Smooth Fingers. Fine. Yeah, we've been so short-staffed. I can't even breathe. It's been awful. So maybe next week I'll be more prepared.
No. All right, folks. Well, if you heard it straight from the horse's mouth, we're fucking done here. You want to make a horse noise? Can you make a good horse noise? That's all I got.
That was solid.
All right. Adios, guys. We'll see you next time. You got any dates you need to plug or anything?
No.
Hey, I'm going to be doing open mic next week on Thursday in Jackson, Ohio. Don't drive down there. I am going to come out swinging haymakers. I pissed the lady off, too. I don't think I got to tell you this. We're not done yet, folks. Stay tuned. I forgot to tell you this. The lady that's putting on the open mic, she's a comedian that tours around here in Ohio.
You didn't tell me that.
I pissed her off a couple months ago. I told you that, right? Yeah. I just made a couple jokes I probably shouldn't have made. Surprise, surprise. Story of my life. So she makes a post the other day, something about the weather in Ohio, said that it's either drunk or got its medical marijuana card and thinks it's being funny now.
That's very offensive to people with mental health problems.
Exactly.
You know?
Well, so I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to put a little and one. I'm going to put my little and then with this joke. Mm-hmm. So I said, hell yeah, I heard that. Just today, my rear end was sliding around like a stripper's ass on a Friday night. And some of these roads I was driving on were treated worse than black folks before the 60s. She doesn't even acknowledge it and just fucking deletes the comment, dude. So I'm curious to see how this open mic's going to go, because I don't think this lady's a big fan of old smiling.
You know what? You're going to win her over.
I'm going to come out extra funny, dude.
It's going to be like the end of an 80s movie, and you're both going to look at each other. Like at the end of Top Gun.
Bow, bow,
like,
bow, bow,
you guys are going to shake hands like, you son of
I was thinking Take My Breath Away.
Oh,
Top Gun.
No, that's not going to happen.
I'm a married man. No.
I was thinking,
what is this?
Predator. You son of a...
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
That's what's going to happen.
We didn't even talk any fucking movies or anything this week.
We just tossed one in there. Perfect.
Hell yeah.
We nailed it.
All right, guys. Well, we've been fucking blabbing at you for an hour and 14 minutes. Woo. I still have a fucking stuffed up nose. I drank the 4 beers I told you guys I'd drink.
We're gonna go menthol his nose up now.
We're gonna go take care of some business. All right, bye everybody.